So hey guys, this is Kamna Jain from Team Learn today. Today you'll be learning a lot of things about, freelancing, about agency, I'm sure. So before we, get started, let me know how many of you either want to, be digital freelancers or you want your own agencies. If you want to be a freelancer, send in a quick DF in the chat box. If you want your own agency, send in a quick DA in the chat box. Let's see how many of you are interested in these two particular fields. Superb, right? Brilliant. So I hope you've had your dinner because you're going to need a lot of energy because there's going to be way too many takeaways for you. So make sure you make note of them because it's going to be a lot of value plus a fun session for you. So it's 9:03 p.m. and I can see a lot of you are still tuning in. Didi may not be able to join. He's a little occupied today, but don't worry because in today's session, you have someone who's been on, a very similar journey that probably you currently are on, right? So he started with being a digital freelancer himself. And, most of us, we start with freelancing, but then you think, okay, let me scale it, let me start an agency, go international probably, right? So he started his own agency, also did digital marketing, did a lot of when it comes to information products, he's actually done it all. And he does a lot of launch consultations consistently. And if you are someone who wants to learn from him, he has his own trainings as well, where he teaches you how to be a freelancer or how do you actually set up your agency. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to take any more of your time, and I'm going to introduce you to this person who is Swarup Rao. And in today's session, he's here with all his experience and his expertise to really give you some golden nuggets. So, hey Swarup, welcome to this mastermind
Hi,
call.
Thanks a lot for the welcome, Gamna. That's a very humble intro of yours. And what's up? What's up, everyone? I hope you're all really enthusiastic about it, excited about it.
So guys, just hit in a quick hi Swarup in the chat box so that all of us together can welcome Swarup to this particular session.
Hi. What's up? Thanks a lot, Savik, Sachin, Kamna, everyone. Yeah. So awesome, guys. It's so happy to be here. In fact, thanks a lot to Deepak for giving me this opportunity. In fact, I know I've been in the digital marketing field for the past 4.5, 5 years now, providing services to people. And Digital Deepak sir has been one of the first people whom I've met in the industry. When I got started in the initial stages of me providing services to international clients, I've been a part of a program called DMC. And that was launched by Digital Deepak sir itself. And we were physically meeting for live events. Kamna, were you a part of it back then?
Yeah, I mean, it was just, somewhere before COVID that I had actually
Yeah.
joined in. So I got like
Okay.
1 or 2 sessions.
I'm talking about 3 years ago. We had like continuous 6 months going on together, and I've been speaking there I spoke there twice. I got 2 times opportunities to introduce myself to a lot of people, and that has been really helpful for me. So that's when I've been knowing Deepak sir for a while now. And recently he reached out to me saying, hey, looks like you're doing great with your work, and probably you can inspire or motivate someone from the internship program that I'm currently running. So I'm here right now, right here in front of you guys. So how is everyone doing? I hope everybody had great dinner. I haven't had mine yet. I'm gonna have later. So everybody is excited. I just want to know. Thanks a lot for putting in that everybody here wants to be a digital agency and a digital freelancer, right? Today's session is going to be very interactive. I'm not the one who shows you slides and all that stuff. I'm gonna share some screen, sometimes show you some work that I've done for my clients and what kind of systems I follow, how I lay out my communication with my team and all that stuff. You're gonna uh, yeah, so you can ask me questions like that, like just now how Sandeep asked me, who all were your mentors till now? So I have been on one-on-one programs with a lot of mentors. To start with, I have been trained under Russell Brunson on 2 programs, which is a 2 comma club program and the initial OFA program of his. I've been learning from that. That was the most initial thing I've done. After that, I've trained under Jeff Walker. Jeff Walker is the person who's come up with the concepts of launches in the real world, like launch in the sense where you increase anticipation about a product for a long period of time or specific period of time with specific kind of people, and introduce the product, like how iPhone launches, increasing anticipation all throughout and working with it. You did any job also before freelancing? Yes, I was in my third year of university and fourth year of university. I provided Facebook ad services to my own university. So I'm 25, a lot of questions, and I love it. I love the fact that, I'm going to introduce myself, guys. Just before that, I wanted to let you know that I'm here. So this session is going to be very, very interactive. You can keep asking me questions, and you are going to get a lot of information based on what I do. Kamna,
I
am I
think
audible?
your video's just getting
Just for a
stuck a bit.
second.
Yeah.
Cool. I fixed it to one particular Wi-Fi, and now there shouldn't be any more headache.
Sure.
So Vijay, Mohammed, Kushal, a lot of questions. Yes, I'm going to introduce myself first, and then we'll go ahead. So basically, I am Swarup. My background is that I came from a very small town called Madanapalli from Andhra Pradesh, and I'm currently now settled in Bangalore. I was doing my BTech mechanical engineering. Yeah, marketer, right? Mechanical engineer turned marketer. How many engineers here? Go ahead and let me know. How did you get your first international clients? Don't worry, I'm gonna get there. Yeah. So yeah, I was an engineer, and then so my journey started very vaguely, very quickly. Basically, I had a YouTube video. I used to dance a lot during my university times, and I made a YouTube video. I danced on it, and because it was a trending Telugu song, how many of you watched a lot of movies here? So basically, I've gone ahead and worked with a lot of dancers during my time in university. I made a YouTube video. That video blew up, almost 7 lakh views, 8 lakh views in a week or something like that. And then I got few calls from different kinds of people asking for, hey, would you want to collab with me? Would you want to, guys, there's so many questions. Don't save up your questions. I'm going to answer all of them.
So Swarup, what we can do is we can probably ask them to put the questions in the Q&A tab.
Q&A tab, yeah, so, because this chat, I want you to reply me based on the questions I ask.
Yeah. So guys, what you can do is any questions that you have, go ahead, put it in the Q&A tab.
In the Q&A box, yes.
Any interactions, do it in the chat box, okay? So all the questions, let's shift them.
Yeah, I'm so used to interacting on the chat aspect, but yeah. That's cool. So basically, it was around my engineering third year time. I made this YouTube video. It blew up, and then people started approaching me saying, "Hey, will you make a video of our song? Will you make a video of the other song? Will you collaborate with me?" All these aspects were happening, and then I got a call from the audio guys who actually made the audio company, right? The audio company who actually made the audio. So they all went ahead and put in their request that, why don't you make videos on us? And then I met physically one of these audio album owners saying that, hey, you will need a creative license in order to get money from YouTube for all the views you have gotten. We will provide you the cash. Will you be interested in promoting more of our songs that we have? I was like, okay, not a problem. I was super excited. Hey, I just can dance and I can make a lot of money. That's cool. They can pay me for all the dance videos that I make, right? Right now, TikTokers, all these people, they get paid in like an influencer, right? So I got this opportunity to be an influencer when I was dancing back then. Then at that point, I just took one step behind and asked myself, if these guys are ready to pay me just for my dance so much money, how much are these guys making in real? Right? I asked the same question to myself. It was like, how do I go about it? It's not happening right now. I stopped taking such kind of promotions. I started learning about how YouTube actually pays if you create your own content pieces. From that, I started learning about how YouTube ads work. From that, I started learning about Facebook ads work. Then my university was in crisis. they needed somebody's help to bring all the students together for events, classrooms, and everything, because we were not going to college for almost 6 to 8 months because of a local rivalry of the people who were around. Then when I started managing Instagram and started having events like DJ nights, IPL streaming, dub nights, and all that stuff in my classroom, I mean in the university, people started attending the college. People started seeing that something was running in the campus, and everybody got really interested in that. And they started so the university management started hiring me. They were like, hey, would you be interested in managing the Instagram and Facebook officially? I was like, yeah, why not? I'll go ahead and manage Instagram and Facebook, and I'll bring people to classrooms and different kinds of programs that are happening in the campus. While I was doing that, I pitched to my boss, whom I was working under, that can I handle your Facebook ads? I've recently been learning Facebook ads and YouTube ads. But I then realized they were giving this particular aspect to a Pune-based digital marketing agency. They were paying 2 crore rupees every quarter to bring them MBA leads. I was like, if you can give me a quarter, not even quarter, I just asked them if you can give me some budget and I would want to try Facebook ads. What we did was for 2.5 months, I generated almost 8,000 leads by spending 70,000 rupees on Facebook ads. These leads are pretty simple. I mean, not even any crazy landing page, not any crazy thing. I just showed this is how the library is, this is how people hang out. I just showed the beauty of our campus, all the good things that guys and girls after 24 years or 23 years after engineering, what they would prefer. I just showed the beauty of my university with some nice backgrounds, dance videos, and all that stuff. I ran ads to those. I got in 8,000 leads for them by spending anywhere close to 7,000 leads, 70,000 rupees. And then out of those 8,000 leads, 350 students ended up joining for MBA. So that's what I just thought, okay, this is working. Students are coming in, they are paying for the examination. There is a process, right? How people join universities, they pay for the examination, they write the examination, we qualify them, and then we make them feel that FOMO effect that you will be missing out if you don't join in. So all that things happened. They saw the university, it's very beautiful. Out of 8,000 leads, almost 4,000 people, no, not 4,000, I think 2,500 people attended the examination. And from there, it was just 350 people joining the program. Then I realized after a long time that each person who joined for 350, all the 350 people who joined there, each person paid 15 lakh to 17 lakh rupees for joining an MBA in our university. Does it make sense? That means 350 people paying 15 lakhs. How much revenue is that? How much revenue did I generate just from the Facebook ads that we ran? Then I understood the power of Facebook as like what I could do. So this is what I could do. And then I didn't like the fact that I go to a job every single day wearing that suit, tie, going to the university. Then I was offered a job full time in my own university. I worked in a job where they were paying me 45,000 in the probation period for 6 months, and they made it 70,000 rupees per month as my income. I was like, okay, that's all cool. Yeah, it's super cool, right, Ajay? But yeah, it's not as cool as you think. I didn't have time for myself. I used to get calls when I was having dinner, when I was sleeping, when I used to be super occupied because I was also a student back then. I used to also manage a lot of internal activities in the campus. I didn't have time for me to work out. I was not dancing anymore. I didn't have any more time for myself. I was feeling very weird. Then one fine day, I just left the job after 7 months, after taking the first salary, main salary. And after those 6 to 7, 45,000 rupees, I just left the job. My parents were super mad at me. There is a job paying you 70,000 rupees. And what kind of an arrogant kid are you that, you're going ahead and leaving the job? So parents were super mad at me. I left the job because I wanted some freedom. I wanted my own space. Basically, you were a super smart kid. No, actually, I'm very dumb. I'm not I'm not too smart. I get stuff done because I don't want to think too much. I just want to make sure I get things done. I'm not a super smart kid. I was as normal as any one of you. My grades were too bad. My mathematics was the worst. My practicals were nice. I used to do good in thermodynamics and all that, trigonometry, CAD, AutoCAD, and all that stuff. But my maths was the poor, man. Yeah, but I had life skills. Yes, that you can say that, Nidhi. Yeah. What I used to do is I was good at communication. I decided when I was joining my university, every day I'll meet one new person. Today I met so many new people, 144 members. I'm so glad to meet you all. Each one of you know me. Every time somebody, when you meet a new person every single day, you get to meet a lot of people. Think about it. Every single day meeting one new guy. In 1 year, you have 345 people whom you know. That's how I used to learn everything. So that's where it all started from the university. Then the main scene started, right? I got out of my university. Now what? That's when my friend came in. He was like, dude, I want to invest with you. You have so many skills. You're making so much money for the university. At that point of time, guys, university leads are so expensive. I got calls saying that, hey, just give us all those 8,000 leads that you would generate, and we will pay you a lakh or two, or 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs. It doesn't matter. Because Facebook, think about each MBA student lead. Each MBA student lead is worth 15 lakh rupees in revenue. Probably that's a profit of at least 5 to 6 lakhs. And I have 8,000 of them. Mad ROI, right? So, yeah. So people used to call me saying, hey, just give us the leads. I even got few threatening calls saying, if you don't give us the leads, not cool for you and everything. Many friends were involved in those aspects. It's quite scary that time is, because we had the leads in hand and we had to somehow not sell it because it's private. It's about privacy and security, right? I can't share all your information just because I have your lead with me. You fill out a lot of applications. Be very careful before you fill out a lot of applications online or even for examinations. If you wrote IIT or NIT or AIMSET or any kind of examination to join any engineering university, Indian government sells those to private colleges, by the way, if you don't know. So all that leads are always sold. Now, I have been doing this. When I was doing this, it was all fine. But once I got out of it, my friend came in and said, hey, I'm going to give you a lot of money. Let's go ahead and start. Um, um, I'll answer that question, Harish. Put it in the Q&A section, please. Yeah. So when I was, yes. So when I left the job, I wanted to start my own agency, right? Because I can help. I have these mad Facebook ad skills. So let me go and knock on each and every door on restaurant in Bangalore. You name the restaurant in Bangalore, Kormangla, MG Road, or whatever. I went into each store, knocking the doors and asking them, hey, can I manage your social media? Can I manage your website? Do you think, will you let me click pictures of your food that you make, and I will try to bring you some ROI and everything? They were like, none of them were every one of them were least interested. I used to get on meetings for 3 to 4 hours and nothing used to happen. That was one phase where for 8 months I had no cash, no inflow, and parents were super crazy about where I was. Where do I stay in Bangalore? Vijay, that's a cool question. Put it in the Q&A. I'll answer in the end. I'll give you a right location. Don't worry, Vijay. Just DM me on Instagram. So what I was saying was, yeah, I started my own agency. My friend who started with me, we both thought that, he has contacts locally, and we were like, yes, we can go speak. We can go speak to all these people. We can go ahead and close a deal with probably 2-3 restaurants, and we can have a lot of money coming in, flux coming in, or like, even if we make 20,000 rupees from each person, 30,000 rupees from each person, we can have 6 clients making 1.5 lakhs a month. That is like 12 lakhs per year. We can be very profitable if we are spending into those basic calculations were in our mind. And I used to think that I can kill the world, right? With that experience, I left the job. I did all that, but for 8 months, no cash flow, nothing. I started struggling. Parents were not ready to accept the fact that I left a job which was paying me good enough money for me to live in an apartment. While I was working, I had a lot of money, right? Think about a 21-year-old, a fourth-year kid, making 45,000 rupees every month, how he would be spending it. I was pretty wise. I was spending in different courses internationally so that I could learn different kinds of things. But I was living a very lavish life. I took an apartment for myself. I used to go for parties every second day. I used to eat the best of the food I could ever get. I mean, what else I had to do? Whatever I need in the worst case scenario, I had my cash coming in, right? 45,000. My parents were paying loans, by the way. for my education that they couldn't afford, right? They used to pay the loans and stuff. Back then I was never serious. I never thought of even returning the cash to them so that they could pay my loan and all that stuff. I used to pay good rent. I used to sit and eat, sit and play, sit and do whatnot. Suddenly, 8 months, no cash. I don't have cash to eat probably one meal in the night. Like I can eat probably 2 meals peacefully, but for the third meal, I have to think about whether I can eat or not. I was in that kind of situation. I had a girlfriend back then, and then she's here now too. But that girlfriend's pocket money used to help me eat my third meal. I mean, that level of fall down, because I couldn't find clients who could actually pay me. We think that it's so easy to manage clientele and everything. Then I figured that okay, I can't just go to people all around India roaming and expecting them to hire a 21-year-old to manage their business. I'm a 21-year-old without an MBA degree, without a marketing like without any experience on marketing. I have my experience with the universities, but I can't just keep showing that as a case study everywhere, because every business is different. So I always made sure that I somehow had to be different, and I had to somehow learn what kind of skills I had. So I used to learn new things. After 8 months, my partner went psych at me. He was like, dude, we are not making any cash. I don't see that you are making any cash. Then I also figured that I can't make it's not just I can't do it justice to his investment. So that's the reason even he parted his ways. I had to now pay him 12 lakh rupees in debt that he's invested with me, with which I've bought expensive cameras, expensive computers, all naughty stuff that a kid would do. I did all kinds of things. So now I am in a stage where I have to pay 12 lakh rupees. And my parents, of course, no scene. People would never go get, go get any. My parents took a loan to even feed me and even to get into my university, right? So I can't expect them to clear my debts. So it was a very harsh time. At that point of time, I started looking out for questions and answers all throughout the internet. At that point of time, while I was learning many things, there were many Facebook groups in which I could get answers to the problems that I had. So there I went in, I was looking out in Facebook groups that people were asking questions, and I figured that few of the questions that they asked, I had good answers for them. So I went ahead and started answering each and every question in the best way possible, because I always make sure I am that, I don't know, I feel like my parents call me, I'm a social worker, that I keep giving everything, whatever I have. If a friend comes says, you know what, bro, I need some cash, I just give off. Like I'm the guy who gives things. So I used to lead with a giving hand. So there were some questions I used to answer, take good 15-20 minutes, do a proper research and answer them in those comments and different platforms, forums. And one fine day, I check my message requests tab on my Facebook, right? In that message request, I see all these international people whom I have helped on the comments of their posts. At least I had 6 to 7 message requests saying, hey, do you think you can help me with what you were speaking? What you spoke there made sense. Can you elaborate? They start a conversation. And in that conversation, I kept giving, and I started providing them answers. And after after 1 or 2 calls, they end up being like, Swarup, I can't figure this out. Do you think you can help me with this? I was like, yeah, why not? I can help you with this. Then they will be like, how much do you charge? I was like, okay, I charge 20,000 rupees or something like that. There was a situation once. What happened was I told a client that I charge 10,000 rupees for this. I charge 10,000 for this. And that guy was like, no, 10,000 is too much. I can't go more than $2,000. I was like, okay, was he speaking in dollars? It's like sad, see, like for Facebook ads, he can't go more than $2,000 and I have 10,000 rupees. That's when I realized that people in the United States and UK and Australia, they don't mind investing upfront. And that person ended up transferring me wire transfer. He wire transferred $1,000, 50% of the cash upfront before the program, even before I even started working on his Facebook ads. I was like, okay, is this happening? Suddenly, 6 days later, payment came through PayPal. It went through. I have so many people telling me, whether I have to do this or not. these guys started paying me cash on social media, on all these platforms. Pavan S is saying fake. Fake of what? Is my story fake? I'll show you proof, don't worry. So basically, when I went to when I started selling people on this international platforms, on Facebook groups and stuff, I made sure I made enough ROI with this. So I was spending time helping them no matter what, all throughout. And then they used to get connected with me. I used to help them with their systems, and people were open to basically pay. And it pretty much helped me reach where I am right now. Started working with one client, and that one client's testimonial, I started working on their launches. When we run Facebook ads for them, those case studies helped me to run Facebook ads for more and more clients. So this was pretty cool for me, and that was my journey until then. That was how I landed my first international client. And after that, I got many more clients like that. Then I figured that I can't be working with every client. There were many cashbacks that people, what happens in internationally when you collect payments through PayPal and stuff, people can charge you back if you don't provide them the promise that you have promised them, right? Basically, if you promise them, hey, I'll build a sales funnel for you by the end of 30th of October, right? And if you don't commit to that, and if you don't pay back, the person who is chatting with you on Messenger can go to PayPal and ask them for a refund. They can go ahead and ask them things like, I want to charge back because this guy has not provided, and they raise a dispute. So like that, I even lost a lot of payments too, because I committed and I couldn't do it in time. Many people are very impatient. Some people try to sort things out. So a lot of things happen like that. Slowly, I started collecting the cash, returned my friend his own cash. He was pretty happy later. Now we are doing good. Okay, is my internet unstable?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay. So Kamna, you put in a question. Is it? That's why there's me on.
Yeah.
Sorry. Cool. So yeah, even I couldn't believe in my story initially when I was looking back at it. I won't blame Pawan to think it's fake, because some things happen like that. You can't blame the system, or you can't blame the journey. So it just happened. And then ever since then, I faced a lot of issues in the marketing aspects. Then I had issues with how do I learn new concepts? How do I provide services in a way that the system actually works, right? So there is a lot of work. Now let me come to your situation. It's not lucky also, Suresh. It was a lot of effort that we had put in for 8 months. I think it's an answer for all those 8 to 12 months of the work that we put in to make sure I have the skills to explain them, So now let me explain you guys a few aspects. Majority of you are currently learning the basics of Facebook ads, Google ads, copywriting, affiliate marketing, and all these aspects from Deepak Sir's internship, right? Am I right with that, Kamna? Currently, they're going with the basic layouts of understanding digital marketing.
I didn't just look at the chat box. I don't think you need me to answer that.
Yes. Guys, I love it. You guys are super responsive, and let's keep this really responsive from here on. So how many of you after going through, can we have polls here? Kamna,
yes, Swarup. You can just let me know what is it that you want, and I'll create it for you.
My idea here is to get an idea on how many of you after the first internship program wanted to get into e-commerce, doing drop shipping. How many of you wanted to become course creators? How many of you wanted to become freelancers? And how many of you wanted to become expert service providers?
Okay. So can you repeat the options that you want in there?
Yes. Service providers.
Okay.
Freelancers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And these both are majorly similar, but I'll explain the difference. And then affiliate marketing, guys, who do affiliate marketing?
Mm-hmm. You also want drop shipping, right?
Drop shipping, yes, drop shipping, and course creators. Fifth one too.
Okay.
Yeah, affiliate marketing.
Awesome.
Mentoring, yeah, course creating, cool. So even consultation. expert
Sorry,
service provider. No, these guys
yeah.
were saying consultation. Guys,
Ah,
consultation, put it on expert service providers. Please fill in that poll really quickly. Everyone who is confused here, where to start, I have an answer for you. I have a proper answer for you, an experienced answer for you.
so we're gonna launch the poll right now.
Yes, please. I see a lot of expert and freelancer aspects. Guys, go ahead and finish the poll. You have 20 seconds, 10 seconds.
So great. I think it's like just booming like crazy. 65% votes already in. Let's see quickly, guys.
Lovely.
Probably
Kamna,
times. Yeah.
this guy is blaming you for eating food. Gopi Krishna saying, I think it is Gopi Krishna. He's like, I think she's having dinner.
Oh no, I had it much earlier.
Okay.
All right. So I think we'll end the poll right now.
Yes, please.
And I'm gonna share the results
Please.
there.
There you go. Freelancers 51%. 14 people wanted to be in the drop shipping aspect. They wanted to do service. They want to be service providers. That's cool. Affiliate marketing 27. Course creators 13. I am assuming course creators here come with experience and you guys wanted to do it. Awesome. But here is what I want to, here is what my thoughts are. After the initial programs that you learn about digital marketing, the very basics, how website works, what is traffic, what is content, what is a niche, all these basic questions you get answered in the main program. After that, what is the first thing that you should do? Everybody thinks that I should go do drop shipping because I learned Facebook ads. I'll explain you why you shouldn't be doing that and why you should do that. And then you have affiliate marketing, cool, course creators, freelancer, service providers. Now, when you want to become an expert at something, now you guys are, I hope everybody here is okay. Jeet is saying it's just not basics. It's not just basics. Jeet, I'm completely sorry. I'm sure you're going through a lot. I was just thinking it's basics because Deepak sir told me it's pretty basic. So it's the first basics of how you want to go forward. Okay. Will we get a recording of it? I'm not sure. You have to check with Kamna for that.
We'll let you know. Mostly yes.
Cool. Lovely. So yes. A freelancing, affiliate marketing. Okay. So guys, here is what my theory is when it comes to becoming what your next step should be after the basic understanding of how overall online sales happen. The best way to go forward in the digital marketing space, when you just learned some concepts or when you just started applying your concepts on specific things, is to be a service provider. Why is that? It's because, yeah, freelancer or service provider, I'll explain that difference in a bit. But before that, let me explain why you have to be a freelancer or a service provider. That's because majority of you don't have enough experience to be working on yourself. For example, what I mean is, if you start a business by your own, right? Let's say you start a drop shipping store by your own, you have to invest in Facebook ads. And what do you think is the average price that you have to spend on Facebook ads in order to find your hero product or that golden product that keeps bringing you ROI like crazy? And how many factors come into place when you run a Facebook ad? Copy should be perfect, headline should be perfect, hook should be perfect, story should be perfect, call to action should be perfect, the landing page needs to be perfect, the offer of the price itself has to be perfect, the timing has to be perfect. How many things have you have to nail in order to make sure a sale happens? There are many factors, right? If you want to make sure that you get such kind of experience, what do? You first provide, guys, there's a lot of comments happening, but I just want to concentrate here. Sorry for this. So you would want to first concentrate on service providing, because when you work with international or even Indian clients on different businesses for a span of 2 to 3 years consistently, what happens? First of all, you're bringing in revenue for yourself. You have some instant gratification. That's number one. Number two, you are learning on a daily basis the systems and the modulations of the digital marketing aspect. On a daily basis, you test each and every niche. Until now, I worked with people who are cryptocurrency coaches, Amazon dropshipping coaches, mindset coaches, yoga coaches, fitness influencers. I worked with a lot of these kind of people. Okay. And now all these kinds of people, I'm working with Seco and Growth School with their programs as well. Now, if uh, when I'm providing services consistently for 10 months, that 10 months I've run Facebook ads to one specific niche, 10 months I've built a sales funnel, just making sure the headline is perfect, the copy is on point, the offer is irresistible. When you are nailing each and every section of marketing, when you're providing service, when you are being a service provider, while being paid, plus spending clients' money on Facebook ads and Google ads, you can learn how much you're going to implement what you're going to do. If you go ahead and do drop shipping right now, is it fair on your part that you have so many factors that you have to figure it out? If you have 10 lakh rupees or 5 to 10 lakh rupees in revenue for yourself to test different kinds of products, different kinds of niches with Facebook ads, and be ready, what suddenly Facebook ads change their iOS 14 update, then what? Q4 sales are too expensive, then what? Now what depends on your niche, right? Suddenly a country bans something, suddenly COVID happens and no more sales of a cricket bat. Who knows? What if you are selling a cricket bat? There are so many factors involved in it. Unless and until you have such cash where you have 5 to 10 lakh rupees to test with Facebook ads and making sure, hey, this is my investment to make sure I find the right products, then go into e-commerce, do drop shipping. If you have great experience with being a course creator, if you're too good at being a tutor online, if you're too good at explaining the concepts, you have a framework of teaching people, if you come with such background, you can go ahead and do the courses as well, provided you also know in that field what are the costs like in order to bring in one student. What are the costs like? What are the systems like in order to bring in one student? What kind of DM you have to lay out? What kind of content you have to put? If you are pretty sure about every aspect in the real time, in India, prices are completely different to bring in one lead. In United States, it's completely different to bring in another lead. In a niche where we are getting paid well, for example, we are in the money making niche. We get paid well, so easy to sell. And what about a mind coach? What about mindset coach? He's not teaching you how to make money online. He's just teaching you how to keep calm in your life. Now, if you're teaching something like that, how will you basically go ahead and make them ROI? You have to bring them clients, right? If you're teaching something like that, you are not making them money. It might take more money for you to bring in a student. So if you are ready to take that risk, go ahead and do course creation. If you want to spend tons of time in the concept you are learning and making sure to find the right niche to sell, find a right affiliate product. How do we do affiliate marketing? We either run Facebook ads or we either too good at blogging and stuff. I love bloggers that their patience levels are amazing. I am nowhere close to that patience level, and I'm bad at managing blogs. That's not my forte. So I'm good at Facebook. Yeah, YouTube. You can have a YouTube program too. Of course, you can do a lot of affiliate marketing using YouTube, blogs, paid advertisements, and everything, right? There also, what is happening? You are specializing in one particular aspect. You need to spend a lot of time into one specific field, right? So that's what is the whole point. Now, let me explain the difference between service provider and a freelancer. The moment you call yourself a freelancer, you're not going to get high paying clients. Can I explain that again? I mean, this is the hard reality that happened to me. Probably somebody else has better solutions for freelancers to bring in people. Now, what happens is, as a freelancer, you're positioning yourself on Upwork, Fiverr, and everywhere, where you go ahead and people choose. Like you are in a mall where there are so many stores, and they want to choose from which store I have to buy. Okay, probably from this store, probably from this store, probably from that store. Does it make sense? Yeah, but and all that stuff. Selvam, not useful. What is not useful? Let me know. And basically, the whole point of how you go ahead and they coming and choosing you is them having control over you. As a entrepreneur, a freelancer is an entrepreneur. All your freelancers are entrepreneurs. Can you all say yes for that? All agency owners, you're all entrepreneurs. Can you all figure it out? Who is an entrepreneur? Anybody who just who does things for yourself. You are an entrepreneur. Solopreneur. Asta, don't worry, you're gonna make a team soon. Don't worry. You're an entrepreneur too. Yeah. So everybody is an entrepreneur. Now, when you are all entrepreneurs, ups and downs are pretty normal. And as an entrepreneur, when you don't have control over the client, when you don't have control over the services you provide, you will basically lose authority. That means you don't have control over the client. You are basically listening to client. Acha client, आपको ये चाहिए, अच्छा मैं ये दे दूंगा. Like अच्छा client, आपको you want a funnel? Okay, I'll do a funnel. And you sit on a funnel, but if they don't make the money with the funnel that you're making, they will be like, okay, 2 months they'll try you. You have done a funnel for them, but their Facebook ads guy didn't send the right people into the sales funnel. So now the funnel isn't working and they blame you. Does it make sense? Can you all relate to this? Can anyone relate to this? Let's say you are a Facebook ads person. Okay, you're providing Facebook ads services, and somebody built a landing page with a shit in which there is copy is bad, right? Somebody else. When you are a freelancer, you go work just one part of a customer, and that customer expects you run Facebook ads. And if the landing page is bad, if the offer is bad, if the copy is bad, how will the sale happen? Even though you did a great job with Facebook ads, your work won't be seen. So you are not having entire control as a freelancer. If you want to have control over the client, you have to become their CEO. Literally, you should be the one who decide how their landing page should look like, how their copy should look like, how their offer should look like, how everything should look like. Does it make sense? Can you all, yeah, how to start as journey as a service provider? Yes. When you have control like that, when the client comes to you, you have the strength. It's called an inbound lead. You don't want to be the one who is out there shouting like, hey, I provide services, I provide copy, I provide funnels. No. If you're doing that, how can you, will they give you any bhav? I don't know how to put it. Will they respect you? Will they take you seriously? Everybody out there is just doing that right now. Everybody is saying, I provide this, I provide this. You go asking for, can I help you with this? Can I help you with that? Then what happens? The client is in control of yours. He tells you, hey, you have to get on a call with me when I am available. Cool. But if you are an agency, if you are an expert at one specific thing, right? I'll come to that in a little bit, which is basically niche aspect that I explain. Give me one moment, guys. I have experienced outbound leads give more high paying clients than inbound leads. So how do you expect that? So for example, outbound leads means you are going for work, right? You going and ask, hey, you know what? Can I help you with this? They'll be in the control. They'll be like, dekhte hai. If I'm interested, I'll do it. Will that guy pay more, or will a guy who has been searching for somebody like you? Hi Swarup, I've seen you on the group. You've provided a brilliant answer. I think you can probably help me. Do you have any solutions for my WordPress site? Do you have any solution for my Facebook ads currently I'm running? I'm not seeing good ROI. Do you think you can help me? Will this guy pay more or the first guy pay more? The second guy, inbound. Yeah, the later one. Yes, that's because you have authority over there. Suddenly you are in control. You are in the driver's seat. As soon as, okay, I got you. Don't worry. Book a call. Here is my scheduling link. Book a call when I'm available. So there are so many systems which actually position your authority there. Okay. It's really cool. These systems you will need in place. So now when the client comes in, they sit behind you and then you take them through, yes, client, tell me what's your problem. Listen to them. When you go to a doctor, what happens? You go tell the doctor what the problem is, right? Doctor ji, mere ko ye hua hai, wo hua hai, right? And the doctor will be like, okay, don't worry, makes sense. Ye dawai lo, dawai kha le. He's putting something in your bun. I know Telugu, Anil, of course. I'm a Telugu boy. So I'm so sorry for that, guys. So if the doctor is giving you a tablet which is going into your body and you're listening to him and eating it, that's only because of the authority that he has. Right? Now, if your client has to take a pill that you are giving him, he needs to make sure, you need to make sure that, you have that kind of authority too. Right? Are you all with me on this? Guys, are you all with me? Just give me a boom if it is going good for you. Can you all put boom, boom, boom or something like that? Or just put a shocker emoji or something like that. Cool, lovely. So the idea of being an expert has been the most important thing. So for that, you need to understand this concept of niche. How many of you believe, can you all see my screen really quick where I'm drawing something? Yeah, cool. There you go. So basically, you are going to fall into 4 aspects right now that people are looking for. How many of you are feeling that Facebook ads is your thing? Me. Okay. Okay. Do one thing. Kamna, please, I need a quick poll.
Sure.
Yes. So there are 5 things, guys. Number 1 is you will either be a Facebook ads expert, majority. I'm just taking. Give me some examples if I lose on you. Facebook ads experts, or you can say paid advertisement experts. Number 1. Number 2, the most important person, copywriter. Number 3, a funnel builder or a web landing page builder.
Swarup, maybe you can just add in the options in the chat box and.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'll just add them to the poll then.
Sure. Copywriter. Can you see those?
Not yet.
Could you see one? Who is this message going to? To the host and panelists, right? I just sent copywriting and then being funnel builder or.
I don't see any message from you.
I'm typing in, but.
Okay, cool. No problem.
Okay. Any which way, it's pretty simple. Funnel builders, copywriters, paid advertising guys, social media managers who manage organic traffic, and closers. DM closing, call closing, these 5 aspects. Paid ad experts, copywriters, funnel builders, or web landing page developers, copywriters, Facebook ads. What is a closer? So I'll explain you that really quick. Closers are someone who only take calls and just close deals for your clients. Pretty cool, no? They only take calls and they're too good at speaking. They're too good at convincing. They have closing scripts on DMs. They have closing scripts on emails, a lot of scripts that work around closing. So you can use all of those. So I want each one of you to choose one of these, not everything. I just want to give an idea why you shouldn't be everything. Let me explain that.
So if the poll is live, we have about 65% of the votes.
Okay.
Probably, 10 more seconds.
Sure. 10 more seconds. So a closer is someone who does all of that. Email marketer goes into funnel builders. A funnel is only finished when you are done with your guys. Add SEO, please. Add SEO. Guys, whoever do SEO, please put in SEO too. I'm so sorry for you all, man. I am so bad at SEO and I don't try to bring it up too much. I don't do SEO.
So all the SEO guys can let us know in the chat box. And meanwhile, we'll go ahead, share the poll results.
Cool. Okay, that can come under social media managers because social media managers is like organic aspect to me. Organic and paid advertisements, organic traffic, paid traffic, experts. That's it. Okay, are we done with that? Come on.
Yes, there we go.
Okay, funnel builders, 30 people. Paid ads, 71. I love you guys. Copywriters, the most important guys out of everyone. 25. Social media managers, publishing, you're gonna kill it. Closers now. Okay, 12. Closers. I'm so glad to see closers in here. So how many members are there? There are 229 members, E02FB63B. I'm not sure what's your name, but yeah. Basically 229 members. So the idea here was that each one of you, copywriters, not R-I-G-H-T, it's W-R-I-T-E-R-E-S. Okay, but those copywriters basically. Now, when it comes to paid advertisements, you either run Facebook ads, Google ads and stuff. That can be one of the expertise. How many of you understand the concept of the niche here? Why you have to be specific? So first thing is, you should never position yourself as a digital marketer. Can you all, most of you will be like, Swarup, what the hell? We are all digital marketers. What I saying, you're telling I shouldn't be positioning myself as a digital marketer. Digital marketer is a very vague term, guys. You, in digital marketing, the number of things that human can actually do is a human can't do everything in digital marketing. I have no clue about SEO. Okay. I have no clue about SEO. I have no clue about some affiliate strategies through blogging. So I have no clue about any of that. Digital marketing is a vast sea. When you position yourself as a digital marketer, when you tell anyone, hey, what do? You say, I'm a digital marketer. Okay, cool. What in digital market? It's like if you go to people, it's like, hi, what do you do? If they say I'm a human, it's like that. It's like, it's very, very, it's very specific. It's very old, broad. Google ads is also paid advertisements. So now what you need to positioning yourself is like an expert. Why do I say that? A normal physician, how many of you know normal physicians, normal doctors? बुखार वगैरह, सर दर्द वगैरह हुआ तो जाते हैं ना, एक कंसल्टेशन के लिए वो लोग कितने लेते हैं? How much do these guys take? They charge less, 400 rupees, 500 rupees, 600 rupees, right? General physician, 200, 500, 600, 700, 1000 rupees if you go to a posh place in Bangalore. Now, what about a cardiologist? How much will a cardiologist? Yeah, you all know this aspect. Experts, thousands. Yes, cardiologist. Recently, I took one of the sad scenes happened, an accident, and I had to take one of the guys to a neurosurgeon. A lot. They charge 18,000 rupees for one consultation. Mad. Now, why? Because he's a neurosurgeon. The idea here is, if you are positioning yourself as an expert at one specific thing, you can charge more. But that being said, when a neurosurgeon is in a surgery, he also knows how to treat your headache. He also knows how to treat your fever. He also knows if you fall down, what has to be taken. Does it make sense? Does it make sense, all of you? What I'm saying? A specialist will definitely know what is happening in the field, but you are a specialist. So after you finish your digital marketing training, you need to get a specialization on one specific thing. That you can get by real-time experience, by learning more. You can do whatever. You need to choose one specific niche. Now, let me explain you how you should go ahead and choose a niche. Can you all see my screen really quick again? Basically, you're going to be working with clients, right? And your clients are gonna have 3 problems majorly. First of all, when you work with clients, what is the biggest issue? What kind of delivery? What do I provide them, right? You have delivery issues. Next thing that you have as a problem is, where do I bring in leads from? And third thing is, if I bring in a lead, how do I close a lead? I mean, how do I sales? I would say I'm being awkward with sales, right? These are the 3 problems that people face. Are you all with me on this? Right now, these are the problems that you face. Now, all you gotta do, these are the major 3 problems. Any problem that you have in the marketing section, or anyone with respect to digital marketing, everything comes with this solution basically. all you need is solutions for these three aspects. What do you deliver? What do you do to close? And what do you do to bring leads? These are the aspects. Now, the first thing that you need to make sure as a part of the delivery itself is niche. Like, whom do you work with and whom do you serve? Now, there are two aspects. Who do you work with and what do you provide them, or what problem do you solve for them? Does it make sense, guys? These are the two questions. These are the two main things that you're going to do. It's like you need to understand who you have to work with and what problem that you're going to be solving. Now, if you did digital marketing just now, so basically if you define this question, this intersection is your niche any which way. Now, if you do digital marketing right now, what will your answer be? I help business owners with their online marketing, right? Are all of you with me? Yes. Now, these things, business owners and online marketing, are two very vague aspects. In online marketing, how many sections are there? In business owners, how many kinds of businesses are there around? SaaS businesses, restaurant businesses, offline businesses, e-commerce product businesses, coffee businesses, coffee shops. You name it. How many business owners? Endless. Right, so endless. Now there is the business owners and online marketing. In online marketing, how many things are there? What do you help with in online marketing, boss? Will you help me with the website? Will you help me with SEO? Will you help me with landing page? Will you help me with Facebook ads? Will you help me with publishing? Will you manage my podcast? Will you manage my YouTube? Right? Crazy, right? Does it make sense? Now, one of these needs to be specific for you. It has to be specific. At least one of these. If both of these are specific, it's amazing. But at least if one of these is specific, let's say you work with business owners itself, but you help them with only their FB ads, or you help them only with their organic marketing, or you help them only with their email marketing. Does it make sense? Now, this way you would be thinking, Swarup, why should I limit myself? You're not limiting yourself. You're going to be working people out of this niche aspect too. But this nails down your strength. You have to position yourself. You don't have to marry this niche right away. As soon as changing niche is like changing t-shirt, boys. It's like you can change it whenever you want. You change your bio, you can change it, not a problem. The thing is, you got to test the niche that you feel that you feel really happy about. Master the one thing and scale. Something like that, Maruti Bhargav. So basically, business owners, or you can either be doing this while you keep it business owners, or you can either be saying, I only work with restaurants with FB ads. Does it make sense? Yes, Nidhi is asking, I have a question. As business owners, I would go to the agency which gives me all solutions, no? Yes, Nidhi. Now that's where I'm going to come to that aspect. Now, not every business owner, how many business owners are out there who want to give everything to an agency? There are sales aspect, there is leads aspect, there is conversion aspect, there is publishing aspect. If we find very few actually look out for that. There are agencies like that which do that and they do a very crappy job. What specifically, even if somebody is working with an agency, even if somebody is working with that's a very good question. Even if someone is working with a big agency, they will face one or the other problem in one or the other field. Like even if they're working with an agency, they feel like, I think leads can be better. Or I think my publishing can be better. I think my YouTube edit can be better. At that point, what do? They look out for us, freelancers. They look out for people on Facebook groups. Hey, do you think can anybody help me with a sales copy? Hey, do you think can anybody help me with a Facebook ad copy? Such kind of questions keep coming in. You guys want to see that really quick? Let me show you. Let me show you some live examples. This is my group, by the way. So let's say you go into, this is social media marketing agency, private group. This is a group in which 25,000 people are there. It's by Ty Lopez. I hope you guys know this legend. Now, hey guys, new here, just starting, quite not finished. Okay, these are all the programs. So everybody has different kinds of problems in different Facebook groups. Question: how would you, as someone who knows funnels, introduce the concept of funnels to the general public? Like this, people are always asking for questions. And if you go on to Twitter and type in hashtag looking for work, any which way, these are all my clients. Guys, don't share anything what you guys are getting in here. Any which way, if you see these groups, right? In this group, I'm looking for someone to set up my ads and write ads. Who would you recommend? Feel free to send me a DM or PM. Alex Parent One. Where is he right now? I'm not sure. Let's see. Definitely is a physiotherapist. He's a human biomechanics specialist. See, great. So he's a human whatever, biomechanics. I hope you guys understand biomechanics, like all the mechanical aspects that happens with the human body. He's an expert at that. Probably he has a product, or probably he has a program that can help someone with one-on-one or different kinds of value ladder. And he's looking for somebody to run Facebook ads. Did you just see that? It was 2 scrolls. They are small business owners, but they have enough money to hire you. How much do you want to make with one small business owner? How much do you want them to be paying you? How much one client's money look like for you guys? How much do you want to make with one client? Can you all put in your money? $1,000, 15,000 to 20,000, $500, 1 lakh, 25,000, $500, 50,000, 10. Good. These are all good numbers. Somebody said $10,000. Poonam, you want to get paid with one client $10,000? Amazing. I'll show you this. I currently do that, but in tenure basis. I'm asking per month. If you want to make $10,000 per month, amazing. You can probably scale it to a point. I'm not saying no to that. $1,000, very good. 2,000, perfect. 3,000 with one client, yes. Don't you think these business owners who are getting started with, he's a biomechanic, he's a biomechanics expert. A guy who is a biomechanic expert in US, he's treated as a doctor, he's a PhD at something for sure. You know how much he makes per month? He makes no less than $10,000 to $20,000 per month, easily. If that guy can go ahead and, don't you think that guy can pay you $1,000 to get his Facebook ads bringing him ROI? Don't you think that guy can pay you $2,000 per month to make sure his funnel is being built and every day there is nice traffic coming in and leads are coming in every day? What is that, 20,000 into 80? I'm not sure. So basically what I mean to say, guys, is that there are a lot of people looking for your expertise. Not many out there actually understand the problems that happen with respect to sales funnels, Facebook ads. Even if you are a Facebook ads expert, 2022 January, Facebook ads and Google ads are doing a collaboration. Don't tell anyone. Their data is going to be available for everyone. I got it from an inside person from Google. Now that is going to change the entire dynamics of Facebook ads and Google ads. If that happens, when you learn that at that point of time, how to tackle a strategy, you will be an expert than even when compared to a person who has been doing it for 10 years. Yeah, the majority of biometric specialties currently range between $35,000 to $68,000, with top earners 90th percentile, 84,000. See, if they make such kind of money, don't you think they can pay us? Swarup, is it necessary to have some basic knowledge of the industry before working with clients? Of course, that's the reason you need to do some research. You have to understand the concepts of doing research. You need to know the customer really well even before you work with someone. With all due respect to you, Facebook and LinkedIn leads are sort of you are competing in a fish market. No, actually, because in Facebook groups and LinkedIn, actually people don't know how to get a client. They don't know how to comment. Nobody knows how to actually provide value. Hardly I see 2% people providing the real value. What do you see in Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn when somebody asks a question? Can I help you? Send you a DM. I am there. I think you should speak to this guy. I do this. I can help you with that. If you put such kind of messages, do you think people are going to come to you? No, definitely not. You have to provide, you have to do a research up front, provide them the best solution ever on the, you have to provide them the best solution ever in the front end itself. In the front first comment, the first moment that they ask you about, hey, do you think you can help me with one specific thing? Majorly, people are not going to be too vague like that. I want Facebook ads. They're going to say the problem in specific groups. If they lay out a problem, when you provide them the best answer, then lead them to showing some case studies, some proof, showing results upfront. We call this RIA method, right? Results in advance. When you show people results in advance, they have no choice than to talk to you. And once they come on a call with you, what you do? You sell them a plan. You sell them a blueprint. You don't sell them your services directly. First, sell them a plan. Hey, here is what I'm going to do for you. This is what it has to happen. And then we go ahead and do more about it. Guys, I have limited time, so I can't answer each one of the questions, but let me look at Q&As. Kamna, do you think it's going well as of now?
I think, why don't you ask them?
Guys, how do you like it till now? Put some booms.
I'm pretty sure it's going pretty amazing, but that's just some real live validation for you.
Because you have been doing this for a while now, so people,
Yeah, I think it's going perfectly great.
awesome, thanks. Lovely, guys, thanks a lot for your awesome info. But yeah, there is a lot to it, guys. Let me just finish. I hope you understood the niche aspect, and I'll look at the questions now, Q&A session. So now let's look at questions from each one of you, and I'll try to quickly answer them. Is that okay, Kamna?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes. Yeah. So what are the services you provide? So Souvik, I provide launch services. So basically launch services in the sense, a launch involves pulling audiences on specific platforms. It could be Facebook groups. It could be email lists, bringing in email leads up front. It could be your Facebook followers, Instagram followers, any micro lists that you manage. You bring in some audiences and you increase anticipation in their minds by educating about the product which is going to come soon. For example, iPhone. What do? 6 months before only they'll start releasing leaks. This thing is going to have this much megapixel camera, it seems. This thing is going to come up with fingerprint sensor, it seems. It's not going to have that notch, it seems. It's going to come with 3 cameras, it seems. They keep increasing that anticipation for a while. They hype it up. Yes, right word, Savik. So they do a lot of hype. Once we do the hype in a specific, so when they do this hype, it's not random. It's a formula in increasing the hype. First, a question: would you be interested in blah blah blah? So next, involving them with the talk, involving them in education, and then increasing scarcity, urgency, and all that stuff. We do that launch in 2 to 3 months span, and in 2 months we basically bring in a lot of leads, increase anticipation with all that messaging through email marketing and social media content. That's super. It's a super cool place to be in. Let me just show you how a launch calendar looks. So I provide this to my clients every time I work with them, and this is for one of my clients. Her name is Erica. So this is her launch program, right? Starting from her idea map for the next 3 months, when which content, pre-launch content 2, pre-launch content 3, all during all these pre-launch content pieces, we increase the anticipation in their audiences. And then we give them an early bird last chance. If you don't go ahead and do it right now, it's not going to work for you. So we increase their anticipation, increase the scarcity, saying it's going to be available for 1 day. And on early bird last chance email, we do 50% of the sales. that means even with iPhones, 50% of iPhones are sold on the day one because of the hype and the increase in everything. The rest of the aspects will be sold a little later. Now, that layout of managing launches is what I provide. That involves lead gen, that involves follow-up sales funnels, that involves follow-up funnels in the sense email marketing, and that involves landing pages, of course, that involves publishing, social media management, authority posts, demonstration posts, social proof posts, all these aspects. And that also involves sometimes closing in the DMs, because majority of the programs that I launch with international clients currently are worth anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000. So if we are selling at $1,500 to $3,000 programs, majorly the closes happen on calls or through DMs and stuff. So because they happen in a very personal layout, my idea would be like bring in 900 leads up front, out of which 250 people or odd join the early bird program. And out of the 250 odd people, I try to sell it. My target is to reach at least 50 sales, which means 50 people paying $2,000 is how much on an average? Of course, $200,000 in sales, right? So that's my idea. Like I bring in people like that, and then I keep putting out content. At the end of the day, in 2 months, I have to make them $200,000 by closing 20, by closing 50 leads. But on day one of early bird, I expect at least 20 to 23 sales. After that, we go ahead and do more aspects. Next question. So that's a launch. We try to sell them not only in that, we run the launch for 1 week, and then at the end of the week, we close the product. Before that, 50 sales is our target. Sometimes we achieve 30, sometimes we achieve 28, sometimes we achieve 45. That is still a lot more than what they pay us and invest. So I'm comfortable in that section right now. Hi, Swarup. Once I did a launch with $5,000 product where we sold it to 20 people and we made $100,000. But that was a real-time retreat. People came to a physical event for a chef. He was teaching chefs how to be personal chefs. So this can be pretty easy. Guys, the questions you're putting in the chat, please put it on the Q&A section. I'm reading through them. Hi, Swarup. I can't leave the job. Planning to start digital marketing. How? Lovely. So the first thing is you need to work under the noses of your bosses. How many of you here are in jobs right now? Say me. Okay, there you go. So guys, you got to be careful because your bosses majority of you, I'm sure you're doing jobs because of the responsibility, because you need to work because somebody's dependent on you, right? I had the luxury of just being me and managing a dog, not managing much. I have 2 dogs now. So any which way, so just managing, it was not a stress for me. I'm sure everybody who have put in job here, if you're already in a job and trying digital marketing underneath, try to bring in more cash from side revenues and stuff, you have to work under the noses of your bosses. The number one thing you have to decide is your timelines. You need to have a Google Calendar in place, and in a Google Calendar, you lay out at what times what you do, at what times am I free really, and how much time do I dedicate myself for learning, how much time do I dedicate myself for research on any client that I would want to work with, how much time I dedicate myself to find a client, how much time do I dedicate myself to work on the client that I found. These 4 aspects you have to do no matter what. And if you have to do these 4 aspects, what you have to do is to make sure consistently keep track of your time. Number 1, your timelines. Number 2, if you have enough time to go ahead and work on the Facebook groups and stuff, there nobody will recognize you. Just update your profile really well. Your Facebook profile needs to be super updated. You have to talk about what you're good at. That's called attraction marketing, by the way. That's a deeper concept altogether. I can talk about it for 2 hours, but that's a different concept. You need to make sure when you go onto these Facebook groups, you don't have to see in Facebook groups, majorly, you won't see your bosses, your colleagues and all hanging out there. So you can go provide free value to anyone. From there, you can help people internationally, whoever internationally, Indian wise, there are so many Facebook groups. Provide answers, provide solutions. That brings you a call. Once you're on call, See what you can help them with. Provide them a plan, and then sell them your services. Okay. Don't leave your job until and unless you are consistently bringing in 3 months of you replacing your job money. Okay. 3 months, you have to make sure you bring in money. Don't leave until then. Don't be like me. I'm rogue. I I keep I do things in a very unconventional way. I go broke if I want to, and I keep making money because nobody is dependent on me. I'm a loner. But you guys I'm not loner. There are people dependent on me now, but you guys have to make sure I was a loner. So you guys have to make sure, first meet to your needs, make the entry level cash, then leave the job. You don't have to be in a job, guys. What is your advice to someone who has basic knowledge of all aspects of digital marketing? Choose a niche right now, specify whom you want to work with, learn two concepts, learn every single day in your niche, in your thing that you fixed, learn two new concepts. Oh, how are these people doing? Experience them, question them. From there, it's easy. Just do two things, just learn new things, just position yourself as one expert. Don't call yourself a digital marketer, don't call yourself a freelancer. No one, everybody here is an expert at one thing. Want to know how you started your digital marketing journey and how I finished that? Can you suggest how much to charge for a client for services like web creation, Facebook ads, Google ads, and email marketing? Guys, these are all different, but here is the thing. How I charge is based on what value I bring them. If I am closing a client whose one average ticket, like let's say, if I bring in an MBA lead, if they're making 15 lakhs, how much do you think I charge them? One lead is value 15 lakhs, right? Let's say the profit value of one lead is 3 lakhs. I can charge them 3 lakhs, no? Because I'm sure I'll bring them 20, 30 students. Audio problem? Is there an audio problem, Kamna? Hello?
No, we're good to go.
Oh yeah, cool. So yeah, so it depends on how much you're making them. If you are making them enough, first of all, you have to be in an authoritative state. Okay. This has to do with your mindset also, guys. If you have these kind of mindset issues or anything, DM me on Instagram. I'll help you with some how you should position yourself and everything. Just try to contact me. I basically speak with many people on my Instagram and stuff. I can speak with you guys. Then we want to know how you started. That's finished. Can you suggest how much to charge? You have to charge based on the ROI you build in. The ROI you bring in for them. And then you also charge based on the amount of time initially that you are going to spend. Make sure in your initial stages, do this. Let's say your 1 hour value is $50. Think how much work is going to take for that particular client. Does it make sense? Put one is, can you share my Instagram ID? It's Swarup Rao _ SWARUP_RAO_. Want to know how you started DM? Oh, that's finished. How to balance privacy over ROI? Ajay, I didn't understand that question. What is how to balance privacy over ROI? Oh, so you're asking me that how will a client tell us about their numbers? Why should they open up to our numbers, right? But here is the thing, guys. If they don't let you know, if they're not open to basically let you know what their goals are, how much they have to make, how will you make them sales? They need to open up to you. At least you sign an agreement that I won't be disclosing your aspects to anyone. You have to have something like that. Sir, how you generated those 8,000 leads? I'm actually approaching some university and their admissions leads. So really interested to know. It will be really fruitful for me. So when I worked with the university, I understood a fact that the decision makers in the MBA section is not parents. It's the students. Now, what do students want when they join a college? Think students don't want career advancement cell to be amazing. They don't think so much. All they want is college to look amazing, college to be very friendly. Positive vibes have to come from the ad. Positive aspects have to be laid out. That they have a jamming session, there is a dance class, there is a gym, there are extracurricular just show off extracurricular activities. That's what worked for me in the past. But when you go ahead and do Yeah, good placement, fancy campus, records, yes, all those things help. But the reality of this MBA, guys, it's different. Then what? Guess what? Half of the people who came to my college they came to do drugs, nothing else. Can you suggest how much to charge to a client? I finished that. Okay, then how to get international client? How did you got your first client? I explained how I got my first client. International clients are in your palm. They're half meter away in your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your phone. Just go ahead and see where these guys are hanging out, and you gotta go ahead and put things. What do you think about WordPress experts? How they should approach clients? WordPress experts also you all have to come to one particular layout that any kind of effort that your customer, your client, or you gonna put in has to replicate in what? Only one thing, ROI. You have to position yourself, Sanjit. Sanjit, very, very good question. Don't position, see, when you position yourself as a WordPress marketing expert, WordPress expert, yes, but you should also have an idea of how to provide them ROI. That means you need to learn about a little bit about how traffic comes in and why the offer that is communicated on your WordPress landing page should be based on their offer, should be based on the great copy. When they see that you are providing them a holistic layout in their minds, they won't say no to your call to actions. You need to make sure you need to bring in everything at a right space. What is your age, sir? My age is 25. Don't call me sir. I am Swarup. Then yeah, everything revolves around ROI. You go ahead and tell them, if you can make ROI out of what you provide, you tell them, hey, you know what, I'm going to provide you a great WordPress site, but along with that, what you need is an irresistible offer and great copy on your site, for which I have a person whom you should be speaking with. Do you want to talk to them? Do you want to speak to them? How do you want to go forward about it? Like, you can do that too. Or what I can do is what you can do is you sell the service, right? And bring in the right guys to finish that service too. It's not a big deal. Piyush again is asking, at what age did you start? I started when I was, I don't know, man, 21, 20, 4 years into this, 5 years into this, 20, I guess, 19, I guess, I'm not sure. So yeah, that's how I get my international clients, privacy ROI. Do you still speak to one new person every day? I speak to more new people than ever. Today I spoke to 260 people. One new, yeah, I speak to a lot of people. I am now a part of, I'm coaching people in different programs now. So in growth school, I have a freelancing program, and privately in Seco, somebody wants to approach me. So I speak to, yeah, one new person for sure every day. What are the FB groups during your initial days to revamp your digital freelancing career? I would say social media marketing groups. Facebook advertising agency is a group. Those were my initial groups which helped me the most. Facebook ads agency, ad scaling and systems. These are all random. Just go ahead and type on groups of Facebook ads, copywriting. There are tons, guys. Find one, no issues. Was your first client B2B or B2C? First client B2C. It was Warren Munich from South Africa. He's a mindset coach. He had issues with his WordPress teachable layout of his course and everything. I helped him with his course. He was B2C. He was helping people with meditation and yoga online. Warren Munich, South Africa. He was from, good that you reminded me. He's from Cape Town. Very good guy. How to research and propose for bigger clients, high tickets? Yes. So high ticket closing is the best thing you could ever do. For that, you need research, of course, but the way you present that research is the most important deal. All you have to do is to present them with a plan, that your own customized plan. When you go to make your suit, will you like your suit to be, what can I say? Do you like ready-made suits, or do you like suits which are just designed for you? Like stitched for you? Tailored, right? Yes. A tailored one for you, customized for you. Yes. People like a customized plan. When you give a customized plan for 6 to 7 month launch plan, when you give them 6 months holistic plan of how things are going to work for them when they just came to for Facebook ads for you, that's when you can close them for high paying clients. Did you work with Bernie Sanders? No. why did I work with Bernie Sanders? That is just a picture, guys. I photoshopped it. How do research and purpose for bigger clients? I told you. Propose through a plan. Don't give a proposal and not get paid. I charge for my proposals. Anybody who comes and asks me for a proposal, I tell them it costs you $600 to $700. Sometimes I closed blueprints for $1,200 too. So at an initial stage marketing, how to choose industry as a freelancer, like whether e-commerce, dentist, real estate. So niche, as I told you, is a t-shirt that you can wear and remove. What do I mean by that? How many of you know Gary Vaynerchuk here? Me. Everybody knows Gary Vaynerchuk, right? Gary V on Instagram. Now, Gary V has 3 businesses that I know of in the agency section. One is VaynerX, one is Vayner Media, and one is Vaynerchuk, one is Vayner Media, and one is Vayner Sports. Okay, so now there are 3 things in there. Now, Vayner Sports only works with sports people's digital marketing. You know that? Personal marketing. I'm not sure about Vayner Game and all. They help only with sports guys. They help only sports athletes to market themselves. They find programs for them. They find sponsors for them and all that stuff. Vayner Media, on the other hand, works with Coca-Cola, their marketing and their aspects. Now, Vayner Media, Vayner Sports, VaynerX, all of these things is in one building. Do you think the expertise that the Vayner Media guy and the Vayner Sports marketing guy are 2 different people? The experts behind the teams that they work behind one thing, do you think they don't work with each other? The one who provides services to the Vayner marketing and the VaynerX are the same guys who actually do the work. The same website developer will build VaynerX's the Coca-Cola's website, and the same website developer will build sports person's website. The same guy who manages content for Gary V manages content for somebody else too. But to the world, they are VaynerSports.com, VaynerMedia.com, right? Harshita Singh Chandpuri, she's asking, how do you know so much? I am quite curious, Harshita. I try to about Gary V. It's available on his website. It's not too much. So I hear a lot of podcasts of him, what he does and everything. So I kind of know. So a lot of people, like everybody out there, do these things in a right way, but it's all about how you brand yourself. When you're in front of let's say you have helped a dentist suddenly on a Facebook group. When they come onto your page, you see that they see your cover photo saying, I help online businesses make revenue. I help experts make revenue online. That's cool. Probably he's talking to me. Let me try to get on a call with him. When you get on a call with him, what will you say? Hey, I help. I basically set up appointments. So basically, if you are targeting for, you need to understand, guys, what do restaurants want? Restaurants want table bookings. What do doctors, saloons, all these guys want? They want appointment bookings. What do e-com businesses want? They want sales. Now, all your cover photo has to say is, I bring in, I basically make sure your appointments are booked all throughout. If you're working with chiropractors, doctors, any kind of such kind of people, let's say you're working with restaurants, I'll make sure the restaurants have consistent table bookings every single day. Does it make sense? So it's all about how you position yourself. It's not too crazy. And don't marry a niche. Don't fix to a niche. एक बार decide करके 60 दिन, like test it for 30 days, test it for 40 days. Yeah, speak your client's language. Absolutely, Astha. You're on point. So you need to make sure that you speak on clients' sounds. Isn't that an overcommitment, consistent restaurant bookings? No, how is it an overcome? Consistent restaurant bookings is super easy. You only have to target birthdays. Each birthday will bring you 40 people. Every day there is one guy's birthday in the area for sure in 5 kilometer radius. How hard is it to find? It's not too crazy. It's easy. So nothing is crazy, guys. Nothing is hard. Nothing is an overcommitment. Commit the best solution that you can ever give to the client and try to live up to that. Don't underpromise. You can promise to what your capabilities are, but make sure you over deliver. Whom all do you follow to gain knowledge these days? These days I'm following, I don't know whom. These days there is this man called Dan Fleischman. I don't know how many of you know Dan Fleischman. I follow him. I follow Billie Jean. I follow Russell Brunson. I follow all these people. Follow Jeff Walker. All these people. Yeah, big names on marketing. All these Dan Kennedy, Dan Pina, all these guys. They're all over the place. I follow all of them, guys. Yeah, isn't that an overcommitment? No, it's not an overcommitment. Any source of learning advanced concept in specific niche? Google, I think, as of now. I mean, advanced concept in specific niche is different. You have to be skilled in a way that you basically have to be making sure that you have the principles in place so that you can come up with your own strategies and solutions later. So at an initial stage of digital, so guys, the number of factors that you're going to face, no coach can help you in every stage of a problem. Sir, मेरा dentist का student client आया और उसका client ने उसने उसका दांत तोड़ दिया. Now they're asking for a chargeback. What do I do? You can't keep asking such kind of questions. You have to find your own solutions. What you need is principles. Principles for bringing in a lead or bringing in an appointment is same. You have to work around the tactic. If I give you the principles, can you work around tactics? Do you think you can work around tactics? Yes, all you need is looking for principles. Don't look for solutions. The number of factors that you guys can get stuck with each niche is impossible. Any client can help you with. No coach can help you with that, guys. You have to have principles in place so that you can come up with your own tactics. Next, how to charge for setting up Google Ads, Facebook Ads. As I told you, based on ROI. If they are making good enough cash, think about your hourly pricing, think about your expenditure, think about how much you need, your expectations are. Sometimes I feel like, let's say I am very vague. If I want to buy a MacBook, I probably start charging them $3,000 so that I can buy one MacBook in the next month. So it's like that. I live very rogue that way. And then can we show office report work to get a client as a freelance? Yes, you can, but make sure you don't disclose what the company is. Make it X. I worked with an X company. I worked with an X company and I provided X results by selling Y things or whatever. Don't put the office's name in that anonymous attendee, whoever asked that. See, he's anonymous here also. He wants to hide from his office too. Hamza Mantri is asking, as an agency, we need to provide all services under digital marketing umbrella. Not really. You don't have to. You can be a chatbot agency. You can be a Facebook ads agency. You can be a funnel building agency. You can do all of that, but make sure whatever efforts you put in brings in ROI, and make sure you have a holistic solution. Does it make sense? Then next question, Vignesh. Sorry. Hi, Swarup. I am sorry to interrupt. Apart from Facebook groups, how do you find US and UK clients, Australian clients? As of now, I'm in a stage where each client of US and UK guys are bringing me a client by themselves. And Facebook groups is a very healthy place to get clients from. And there are some softwares where you can find LinkedIn. How many of you know LinkedIn Sales Navigator? LinkedIn Sales Navigator will give you leads. You can from there use some outbound strategies to bring in. But for me, Instagram has also gotten me some clients. Facebook posts have gotten me some clients. For requesting, friend requests, adding friends, new people from outside also got me clients. It's not a big deal. Why did you choose paid ads over as your niche? I didn't choose paid ads as my niche. My niche is launch. My niche is export businesses. That's a good question. Why did I choose export businesses as my niche? That's because I I provided restaurant marketing services. It wasn't that, yeah, that was easy and people were not paying much and I didn't like it. I was not feeling too crazy about it. Then I looked at e-commerce, too much for me. I didn't want to handle that daily Q4 pressures. Then I wanted my own time for myself too. So that's the reason I chose expert businesses. Expert businesses treat me like I am the CEO of their company. They treat me like before posting a story, they'll be like, Swarup, can I post this story? Before posting one video, they'll be like, Swarup, do you think what should I write description under this? They ask me such kind of questions. So I feel high when I work with those people. I like it. Is it necessary to start a freelance? No, nobody is perfect. I am not perfect. Nobody is perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Who is perfect? Nobody is perfect. Facebook comes up with one update and you are gone. TikTok comes up with one update, 20 businesses shut down. Not 20,000 shut down. So it's pretty easy, not a big deal. You don't have to be a perfect guy. Frequency over excellence, guys. Frequency over excellence. Write it down, keep it in front of you. Be frequent at your work. Don't worry about excellence. It will come. Excellence comes with time. How to get the first lead to start freelancing services? First, make sure your profile speaks who you are, whom you're going to be working with. Then start answering questions wherever people are asking questions. In your niche, for finding your solution. You can get how to get expert in one area. There are different kinds of resources for this. You need to read books. I am not sure. In few of these books that you see here, there are few books which you might like. I started with .com Secrets and Expert Secrets are great start books with starting understanding on the expertise on what you want to do and everything. So you got to learn, guys. You got to learn. You got to listen to podcasts. You got to learn. You got to find a niche. Start figuring out who is providing me the best solution in this niche. How can we start if we do not have any previous work? Good question. Now internships that you're doing with Digital Deepak Sir for sure has to become a case study. Each and every one. What is a case study, guys? What is a case study, guys? Can anyone explain me what is a case study? Case study is simply a document explaining what you have done for what. Yeah, it's just a document explaining. It's experience, of course, yes. It's a document explaining, hey, under Digital Deepak's internship program, I went ahead and finished this particular project, as a part of which I generated this kind of lead, I wrote this kind of copy, I worked with this kind of things. Yes. How you help the next client? Yes, it's as simple as that. You create those things and you start showing them when you're speaking to new boys. How to find groups where potential clients are there? Go ahead and start typing your potential clients' names. You will definitely find a lot there. Do you have checklist for the first time of interaction with customer? Not a checklist. I have a script. I have a script which I use to close on the first client itself to sell them a blueprint or a plan. So I have a script. That script pretty much goes like, hey, all you need is a plan. You don't have a plan. With a specific plan, we can solve your issues that you currently have. The majority of the clients who come to us, they have problems with 4 things. Either they don't have tech, or they don't have time, or they don't have skill, or they don't have strategy. Now, these 4 aspects, we have to solve them. What I tell them is, if they come with any one of these or multiple things of this, I tell them the solution for this is you need a plan, boss, and that plan needs to be very extensive and it needs to have every solution laid out, considering all your roadblocks. Then I sell them the plan. So is it so that should we know all things and master one? Master in one or master in one, then look for others. You can do it anyway. I learned simultaneously. I mastered few things, but I don't think, guys, nobody can master anything. Okay, number one, nobody is is a master. Somebody's asking me, do you have a team? I have a lot of students who work as a team with me. They get real-time experience with my clients and stuff. So yeah, I have a huge team. I have 168 students. So those boys become my team. And sir, so is it so that you should, yeah, after that, I'm not sound in English writing. Can I learn and do the content and copywriting? Will it take 6 months, 6 months minutes to improve? Please advise. Yes, see, Gopi Krishna, I would say I was too bad at English. I'm from Madanpalli, boys. It's like I'm from Madanpalli. Madanpalli is a place where hardly anybody speaks English. Is my English okay? Do you guys like my English? Do you think it's good enough? Yeah. So if you feel that it's good, yeah. All it took for me is just I started speaking English. I just watch a lot of English movies. I watch every single day one movie. So I watch a lot of English movies. I learn, and English is pretty easy. It's not too much. What you need to do is, Gopi Krishna, is that you take an editorial column of a newspaper, start reading it in front of a mirror. I went for SSB training. It's basically SSB training is a military training. It's military training before, if you have to join Indian Air Force or Navy or whatever. I got selected in SSB. I got selected for Air Force. I wanted to become, yes, NDA after also SSB happens, but I tried it when I was doing my engineering. So when I was military family, lovely Tanya, I'm sure you must be crazy disciplined. So the idea is that I love the military aspect. I wanted to be a pilot in Indian Air Force. For that, I had to do SSB. During the SSB, the brigadiers and the ones who were training us, they used to tell people, whoever was struggling with communication and English, go ahead and speak, go ahead and talk out yourself, like use an editorial column, start speaking yourself in a mirror, and you understand how you speak, each words, why they have written. Watch English news, you will see how they're speaking. Start communicating even if you're wrong at it. I speak a lot in this webinar. How many grammatical errors I have done? I spoke a lot of shit. I spoke a lot of things which are not relevant too, right? So nobody is perfect at it. You're gonna get better and better at it. It's just an objective and subjective thing. Don't worry about it. Go and speak English. हिंदी में भी आप बात कर लो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. तेलुगु में बात करना है, कैसे भी बात करो, टेंशन नहीं, आराम से प्रैक्टिस करने का. Don't look at मेरे को वहां जाना है. Just look at what is the next step. Anna, can you just let me know how you get the first client? I told you, you need to update your profiles and make sure you provide value on your Facebook profiles and everything, and people will find you. They'll understand that you're doing something good. Language is just a medium to communicate. Yes. Where did you learn digital marketing, Venkatesh Munukuntla? A lot of places, bro. Marketing in the sense, I would say digital marketing I learned from YouTube. The idea of digital marketing is very simple. You need to sell something. How are they selling? How many of you watch cricket here? You all watch cricket, right? When we all watch cricket, what are they doing? In the stadium, they know for a fact that 20,000 members will come for India-Pakistan match. Now, 20,000 members are filled in a stadium, and there are brands. How many of you observe the brands who put huge circle around the boundary line? Everywhere there are MRF, Vimal, Pan Masala, so at Max, that sponsors of Pepsi, Coca-Cola, whatever. You see all the sponsors? What is happening in those? Anything, even movie, TV, television, what has it taught you? They find people where they're hanging out, and they find a space where can we show them our product? When can we show them our product? How can we show them our product? Everybody just wants to. IPL is not about any tournament in any place is not about Punjab winning or Chennai winning or Hyderabad winning or anything like that. It's all about marketing. It's all about making money. Brands, people buy teams so that they can get a lot of brands in place. And because there is a lot of drama, because there is a lot of emotional aspect. Oh, ye abhi 4 marega, ye chakka marega. Next over pe kitne runs honge? We are waiting for it. We don't change the channel. We watch the bloody ad. And when we watch the bloody ad, psychologically, they want us to understand that, oh, constantly sponsored by Setmax, sponsored by this, sponsored by this. You find where your audience are hanging out, and you put your offer or your brand in front of them. Suresh is saying, Sukiba, what a guy. Anna, okay, then any specific strategies or templates for commenting on Facebook groups? And I would say, no, don't use any strategies or specific comments. There is no specific script. What you got to do is provide the best answer to that question. Check out the people out there, like just make sure, put things together. What is the scope of content marketing? Is it good to dream and become a millionaire just in this path alone? Millionaire in India? Yeah, very easy. Not at all a problem. 10 lakhs is nothing. What is the scope for content trading, content marketing? You keep making content. You need only 10 clients paying you a lakh per month. Okay, that's like Swarup. It's easy for you to say 10 clients paying me lakh per month. Guys, I started from you. I started taking 10,000 rupees too. Okay, it's not a big deal. Content marketing means what you're doing. You are managing publishing, the front face of any brand. When you're managing publishing, what do? You go ahead and help them with each and every layout. The publishing is the base of marketing. When you can write, when you publish and do good stuff up front, what happens then? Then comes attraction, then comes qualifying, then comes closing, right? They are all later aspects. You have to first publish. If you provide publishing services to clients, if you can manage Instagram and YouTube and podcast content for clients, they will easily pay you 70,000 rupees per month, because every publisher, after publishing, you can calculate ROI from these publishing. If you give them a call to action saying, hey, DM me the word this, I'll get you all the details, or hey, go ahead and check out this link in the comments below and try to get in there. Whatever, you give a call to action properly, they go to the landing page, number of visits increase, number of people see the content, number of people see the product, you bring people onto the leads, right? They all convert everything from this thing. 10 millionaire is nothing. You can easily become Saurabh in India. If you want to become millionaire in US also, it's not a big deal. You have to make 5 CR in Indian rupee. How much have you make in last 1 year? Let's see. I don't know. Per month, for the past 1 year, I've been, God's grace, I've been consistently, not God's grace and all. I mean, I'm not that, just that, guys, it's a mixed feeling. I've been paid well. I don't want to disclose specifically how much, but every month I bring in anywhere between $5,000 to $15,000. There are months where I don't work. I just travel, I just sleep, there are months where I don't work. So yeah, I make something like that, 5,000 to 15,000 with my agency. Okay, that's what you matter. I make a lot of money selling other courses, affiliate, that's a different deal. How much do you make in one last? That's a different question, man. How can you generate leads? Any idea? I shared few. What is actually takes to be a service provider? Curiosity. You need to be curious about every step, guys. You have to make sure you lay out that aspect. How many minimum clients we need to start our agency? 0. Start your agency. You don't need a client to get started with an agency. Start your agency. Learn. Bring people in. I mean, I don't mean you go hire people. When I say bring people in, go and hang out in your group. Look at next to you, Deep, Sauvik, Suresh. You all can become partners and become, an agency, a virtual one. And my agency's name, guess what? What is my agency's name? How many of you can think about my agency's name? Can anyone have an idea what my agency name is? It's swaruprao.com. Nothing else. On air, it seems. Guys, on air is a term for going live. I'm live with you guys. That's why it's on air. It's not my brand, man. Come on. How many minimum clients we need to start? 0. Could we have a template for the launch sheet you have just showed us? Anonymous attendee, I'm so sorry. That's my 3 years of work. That's a lot of income in it. Ecom Trailblazers is a client's company. My company is swaruprao.com. That's it. That's where I provide my services. But I have a program which is called High Income Tribe, where I train students and stuff. that's a different agency. That's a different program altogether. But Ecom Trailblazers is my client's program in which he started sharing revenue with me. I own 30% stakes in Amazon dropshipping courses. So yeah, that's one. And I'm also launching one Facebook marketplace course soon. So that's for international audience. That's a different layout. That's for people in US. They can use credit cards and make money. So that's one thing. What is the future of digital marketing? What is the scope? Killer scope. What do you mean? Everything until, so the next big things are going to be artificial intelligence and blockchain technology, replacing the digital marketing employability. So if artificial intelligence comes out, the number of factors that a human has to solve are going to be still huge. So the next 25 years, you're safe. I have a small business of handmade products. How can I make digital marketing beneficial and make most use of it? Amazing, anonymous attendee. That's great. You have a small handmade products business. I would say first start a Instagram layout, start publishing, start showing your work, show the behind the scenes of your work, how you do it. Start engaging with, first look at your friends and family surroundings, how you are selling about it. Then you go ahead and make some revenue with that. Then have a Instagram channel laid out, YouTube channel laid out, show stuff what you're doing on a daily basis. Then go ahead and also, what do you call, have a Facebook page laid out, run Facebook ads, 500 rupees a day, 600 rupees a day, test how it would work. Pretty straightforward, I would say. Don't, but main important thing, publish a lot. You will be getting a lot of questions. Hey, how did you make that? How did you make this? You have to make life easy. Social media is all about having good humanizing communications. So if you guys can have good humanizing communications on social media, if you guys see my stories today on Instagram, you will basically get an idea how chill I am. So that's what I am. Like, I keep doing those things. Do we get recording of these masterclass? I don't know. You have to ask Kamna.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I have a small business of handmade product. Should we accept known unknown requests on Facebook to get clients? Okay, here is the thing. Many of these people ask this question. Facebook is only for business for me, but I also share my personal life in there, and there has not been any problem with that. So I do involve a lot of people in there. Hi Swarup, it's difficult to understand which specialization to go for. I would say choose one. Don't contemplate too much on which one to choose. Choose one and get started. Don't marry the niche. Just date the niche for 60 days, 30 days, 40 days, and then figure out if it is comfortable and you're happy with it. Hi, Deepak sir. Looks like Deepak sir is here.
Yes, he is.
I hope you're back from the emergency. You couldn't attend the live, but yeah, he's here. Then let me just go ahead. Deepak sir, would you want to say a quick hi? Or is it like, have I taken a lot of time? I'm so sorry. It's already 11 p.m.
So I have been hearing some very good feedback.
Oh, is it?
I just came back from Coimbatore. I had some personal work and I was traveling and I just came home.
No issues.
So thanks a lot. I think this was a very high energy session, and
absolutely,
guys, give a feedback on the chat box. How was the session so far? If you guys are hanging around until 11 p.m., I'm pretty sure that it has been a great session.
Tell Deepak that I was good, please.
Oh, it's actually been excellent. I mean, I think if you just see the Q&A tab, right, I think that will speak for itself. Like, the questions are just not stopping. People are absolutely loving it.
I'm so glad.
Fantastic. And what an amazing setup you have, man. Like, background mates is on air and
yes, Deepak. I invested a lot of money in this. So
I'm crazy enough, your mic setup looks so much like
similar.
Mine.
Yes.
It's, I think, a Rode arm with Shure mic.
Yes. I actually got one more for the podcast setup now. So there's a new couch coming there. You should come here and we should do podcast here itself.
Definitely.
Do something like that. Yes.
We should do that. Yes.
Absolutely, sir.
So guys, would you like me to do a podcast with Swarup in person at Bangalore?
Guys, say yes. We'll do it next level. Yeah, do it. Thank you.
Fantastic. Amazing. So I think you can continue with the session. And
I am almost done, so there are questions are not
okay.
stopping. So I'm just going through the questions as much as possible.
Fantastic, fantastic. So thanks a lot, Swarup, for
No
your
issues. It was my
time,
pleasure.
energy.
It was my pleasure. It's my
Mm,
pleasure.
Great, great. So guys, we are going to do a podcast next week and going to publish it on the YouTube channel. And
Yes.
that would be like a podcast with me being the host, and then we will do another podcast with you being the host.
Definitely. Yes. I am coming up with my podcast series actually. The launch of it, no time, sir. I'm trying to figure it out how we have to do it. Somebody asked me, your YouTube is zero, boss. Why don't you publish on YouTube? Why? I'm busy handling others' YouTubes. I'm not able to manage my own YouTube.
Great, great.
But yeah,
And
soon,
thanks,
sir.
Kamna, for sticking around and covering for me.
Yeah,
I mean,
should.
it's
For 3 hours, she bared with me.
oh no, he's really good. It's engaging. I'm also like, yeah, that's interesting. So with a pleasure.
Thanks a lot, Kamna.
Mm.
Oh, it's 2 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
9 to 10, 10 to 11. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. 2 hours. Any strategy for getting leads? Yeah, that's about it, guys. There's so many questions in there. You can ask me on my Instagram DMs or something like that. Then I can probably answer if you have more questions. But it's already been 2 hours. I don't want to take your dinner time. I hope you all had dinner. Did you finish your dinner, sir, Deepak sir?
Yeah, I had my dinner. I hope you had as well.
No, I have to.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Then we owe you one.
No, I'm good. It's pretty. It's pretty normal for me. 11, 12 dinners.
So you can share your Insta ID on the chat box. I think people are asking for it.
Yes, everyone. One moment. It's Swarup Rao _ There you go. Oh, somebody's put my link and all.
Fantastic.
All right, guys. Thanks, Tanya.
Cool. So I don't know what else
sir.
to ask, and I think we will wind up. It has been
Sure, sir.
long webinar.
Yes, sir. It was a pretty long webinar. I hope they all had fun, and I hope everybody enjoyed this.
And I will
program.
definitely sit and watch the entire recording of this. And yes, I will be publishing a recording of this just for the interns. Okay. And yeah, guys. So if anybody joined a little bit late, and for people
I think if this recording we don't share, we're gonna get like hundreds of emails in a day. So recording.
Is it? But guys, I was okay. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. This means a lot to me, actually. Deepak sir, so many people looking, saying such good things.
And I think it's an amazing crowd. It's all, it's only our premium community. It's our intern community.
True.
We did not actually invite the entire list. We just sent the invitation for our premium community. So I'm pretty sure you have been seeing good energy here and hopefully quality questions.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Everybody were engaging really well. And this kind of response, I've done few webinars. I've done few people. Like, it's not this level of questions. No, the questions are not stopping. They're just going ahead.
Fantastic. So yes, until next time, until we catch up.
Sure, sir. Definitely. We'll do more lives if you want to. If you want to do it, yeah, we'll definitely do this. Thanks a lot, Kamna, for staying around, and everybody else. Thanks a lot for being here, and thank you, sir, Deepak sir. We should catch up really soon. Let me know the date and time. I'm available for you all day.
Done.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Take care, sir. Thanks a lot, boys. Bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye.